All right, we're talking about David Patrick Harry again. I made two videos about his stream on the Puritans. In the first one, we looked at how he doesn't understand total depravity, how he fallaciously linked the Puritans to modern-day leftism, and in the process basically condemned all of Christianity as being the cause of modern-day leftism. And then we looked in the last video about how he didn't understand the Puritan theology of the sacraments. He doesn't understand it at all. He says the Puritan theology is very Gnostic because it's very word-centered, and you got to understand the word, and that's very Gnostic. And we're going to look at this one where he's going through his little outline here, and it's just going to reveal how lame and shallow his so-called research that he prepared for this video is. So let's listen into what he says.
And stuff like that. And then what I found today in the 21st century is there's like a movement called New Calvinism or New Neo-Puritanism. I am not even familiar with these guys. I just found them by doing research online.
All right, he's not familiar with these guys. He just came upon them while doing research for this video. So he's not familiar with the Neo-Puritan movement. He only found these names through doing his whatever little research he did. Now he's going to name drop some dudes, but I want you to think about who he misses.
Mark Dever, Tim Keller, Kevin DeYoung, they all promote Puritan theology, church discipline, biblical exposition, and family-centered piety. So Puritanism is, according, at least in some small evangelical circles, making a sort of rise again today.
Okay, so that is all wrong. Puritanism has been, making a comeback or whatever. Well, it's always been there, okay? Previously, he mentioned, John Piper and J.I. Packer. And J.I. Packer has been big in the Puritan movement, but the big name he didn't mention for all the research he has done is Dr. Joel Beeke. You can see here, this is Dr. Joel Beeke's book, A Puritan Theology, which is a synthesis of all the Puritan writings formed into a systematic theology. So it's amazing that this guy did so much research and didn't learn a single thing about Joel Beeke, who founded a seminary called Puritan Theological Seminary. It's in Grand Rapids, and he's the pastor of a church there as well. So what I want to get at here is that this guy's level of research is so basic and shallow that he just has no idea what he's talking about, and he wants to connect the Puritans to modern-day leftism. That's really his goal in this video, is to say the Puritans were bad because they weren't Eastern Orthodox, and their revolutionary spirit led to feminism and the gay rights movement and everything that the leftists champion today, wokeism, all that stuff. And you can't do it. It doesn't work. It's just not there. So once again, you heard the names he dropped, and it's Mark Dever, not Mark Dever, and Kevin DeYoung, and he also had on there Packer, Schaefer, and Sproul, but he didn't mention Joel Beeke. Once again, Dr. Joel Beeke, if you can see that there, Dr. Joel Beeke and Mark Jones, A Puritan Theology, A Doctrine for Life. This is a book they published in like 2013, which is a synthesis of, Puritan theology. And well, that's all I got to say. Is this guy's research is so shallow. He couldn't even come upon Dr. Joel Beeke, who has been instrumental in the resurgence of the Puritans. This guy constantly talks about the Puritans. He's been selling books from Banner of Truth since he was in his teens. And now he has Reformation Heritage Books, which publishes original material plus reprints of the Puritans. I believe they bought Soli Deo Gloria, and they reprint those books. But yeah, this guy, David Patrick Harry, just has no idea what he's talking about. His level of research is so shallow, and you just shouldn't listen to anything this moron has to say about the Puritans, because that's what it is. It's moronic. It's idiotic. It is malicious. It's malicious to think you can link Cotton Mather to AOC, to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It's retarded to think you can link Jonathan Edwards to Joe Biden. No, you can't do it. You can't do it. But he has tried to do it. and he has failed spectacularly. And just stop listening to this moron.